So these days, smart speakers are basically an awful lot like arseholes. Absolutely everybody seems to have one, even your mum. Of course, recently the likes of Google's Home Hub, the Echo Show and Lenovo's own Smart Display have added screens to our smart speakers, which is a natural evolution. For instance, you don't have to keep up with a robot voice that's rattling off a recipe, you can just scroll through it right there on the screen at your own pace. And you can also video chat on them or simply use the thing as a digital photo frame, which is all nice and stuff. One of my favourites right now is Lenovo's Smart Display. It's a natural fit for the kitchen, acts as a great little hub for the entire home. Go check out my full coverage if you haven't already. But Lenovo isn't stopping there. It also wants to infiltrate your bedroom, courtesy of the new Lenovo Smart Clock, which is retailing now for 80 quid. So first up, let's get this bad boy unboxed and check out exactly what you get in there and take a bit of a look at the design as well. And there it is there, the Lenovo Smart Clock. It is a dinky little thing, proper palm sized. I was expecting it to be considerably bigger, to be honest. It's only a 4-inch display and everything, but yeah, that thing is very compact. And here, of course, you also get the actual power adapter, so that'll just plug neatly into the back. Unfortunately, the Lenovo Smart Clock does not have a built-in battery or anything like that, so you will need to keep it permanently plugged in. So that means if you are planning on taking it away on any little trips or anything like that, you'll have to remember to take the adapter as well. Bit of a shame, but there you go. That fabric finish just adds something a little bit different, bit better than your standard boring plastic surfacing which you get on obviously a lot of smart home gadgetry. As you can see up top, you do have a couple of little buttons there just to volume up, volume down. That's basically it in terms of the actual touch controls. Everything else is via the touch display or of course via your wonderful melodious voice. Do get a couple of rubber grips on the bottom, so if you were to accidentally knock the smart clock or for instance give it a good bashing in the morning to get it to shut the f up, it's not going to go flying off across the room. And then around here on the back you get of course the power port, you get a mic mute button as well, which is always good to see if you're a little bit paranoid about Uncle Sam or the man or whoever listening in on your bedtime snoring sessions or whatever else you get up to in the bedroom. And of course you get a USB port down there as well, which is great news if you want to just like charge up your smartphone or another gadget you have hanging about. It means you're limiting the amount of plugs that you use, so that's a good little addition. And of course just a light bit of Lenovo branding on the back there as well, quite unintrusive. Now setting up the Lenovo Smart Clock is thankfully a piece of pie. All you need to do is plug it in and the dinky little screen will guide you through the setup process. All you need to do first of all, as you can see, is download the Google Home app either from the App Store if you've got an iOS device or of course Google Play if you've got Android. So I've downloaded it here on Android. Now if this is your first time using Google Home, then basically you'll need to sign in with your Google account or set one up if you haven't got one already. Chances are you probably do. And then as you can see, from here you can control all of your smart connected devices in your home which are Google Home compatible. So thankfully pretty intuitive stuff. All you need to do is go to Add on the main screen of the Google Home app, just hit Set Up Device and then New Devices. I'm going to stick it in my home that I've already set up and then it will search for the Lenovo Smart Clock. And then bosh, a couple of seconds later, Google Assistant Smart Clock found. That is the one that I want. You get some shapes bouncing about the place once again. You can see there'll be a quick security question just to make sure that you're definitely connecting to the correct thing, and we're all good. Then we can basically set up exactly which room we're going to put the smart clock in. So I'm going to shove mine in my bedroom, which is of course the natural habitat. And then with that, the Lenovo Smart Clock will use your phone's Wi-Fi settings to get all connected to your network. And as you can see, the clock needs a quick update and it'll be ready for action. Now, before we actually dive into the smart clock itself, I do have to briefly mention the rather awkward design of the plug. It might not sound like the most exciting topic in the world, but it's comedically terrible. Actually getting this thing powered up required all kinds of shuffling around of my existing plugs to the point where I couldn't actually have anything plugged in next to it either. That's how bad it is. Ugh. Of course, Lenovo's Smart Clock isn't necessarily limited to bedroom use, but that dinky 4-inch IPS display is really designed to be viewed up close, especially if your peepers are shot to right like mine. And while it is a touchscreen display, I've definitely found that voice control works best. Still, that 480 by 800 pixel resolution works just fine for the Smart Clock's basic interface, which is actually pretty stripped back compared with the UI found on the Smart Display and other screen-based smart speakers. And there's no built-in camera on the smart clock either, which means you can't use it to video chat, just another reason why it's a natural fit for the bedroom. And when it's time to be tucked up with Teddy, the Lenovo Smart Clock's display will turn itself into night mode. In night mode, the time will be just about legible on that screen, so you won't be disturbed when you're trying to get some much needed beauty kit, but you will be able to see if it's 3:31 in the morning and oh god, why am I still awake? And in the morning, the clock's smart alarm feature begins to rouse you 30 minutes before the alarm goes off. The smart clock can stir you from a very light sleep cycle, although it doesn't do anything at all if you're proper zonked out, and it only really works if you have proper blackout blinds or something, as the screen isn't bright or big enough to be otherwise effective. And when the alarm does finally blare out, you can silence it with a swift stop, or just by poking that display. Unfortunately, and somewhat surprisingly, I can't find any way of getting the Lenovo Smart Clock to rouse me using actual music, even with the latest updates. Here in the UK, the only options offered are a small selection of preset tones, no Spotify or YouTube music action or anything like that. And believe me, I've really dug around in the settings and all of the online information to try and find a way to do it. Now, packed inside the Lenovo Smart Clock, you get a dinky 3-watt internal speaker. So as you'd imagine, like the likes of the Echo Dot and the Google Home Mini, things like that, the sound quality ain't exactly phenomenal. However, I definitely have no problem with the actual volume output of this thing. It's rather ridiculous. If you're a heavy sleeper, don't worry, you will be woken up no problem when the alarm goes off, and if you do want to listen to a bit of music for whatever reason, it'll certainly fill a room. So here's an example. Just boost the volume all the way up to max. Go! I've got pretty thin walls, so I'm pretty sure the neighbours will wake up to this thing, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, the music quality ain't exactly great, it is understandably tinny, but if you are really bothered, you can actually delegate the music playback to another speaker that you have connected to your home setup. And what about the performance of the Lenovo Smart Clock? Well, it is merely powered by a very basic MediaTek chipset that's backed by just 1 gig of RAM, rather measly, but still the Lenovo Smart Clock does seem fine for your everyday performance. For instance, right now we have a timer running, we've got music playing in the background, and if I ask it an online request such as, "Hey Google, who's the president of the US?"
The President of the United States of America is Donald Trump.
So as you can see there, it can handle several tasks at once, no problem whatsoever. However, unfortunately, I have noticed that occasionally the Lenovo Smart Clock will just completely ignore your command. I've found it hard to demonstrate it here on camera, unfortunately, because it seems to be actually listening to me now, which is typical, of course. But every so often, it'll just listen to you and then just basically do nothing about it. And as usual, you have a host of smart speaker options on board as well, such as, for instance, voice control over all of your smart connected home gear, Philips Hue lights, and what have you, although only Nest video cameras seem to actually support video streaming to the smart clock. And of course, you can set up routines via that Google Home app, so you can get a nice little feed of the latest headlines, the weather, the traffic, and so on when you get your arse out of bed in the morning. However, there is no support for Google Photos, so you can't use this thing as a digital slideshow, though probably that 4-inch screen would be a bit too dinky for that anyway. And there is YouTube music support, but no YouTube video playback here. In fact, the visualization side of things is very limited indeed, which is to be expected with a device this small. But it also does make the likes of Google's Home Hub much more enticing. And frankly, you can just use your smartphone to do much of the same stuff that the Lenovo Smart Clock does anyway. So that right there is our full in-depth look at the Lenovo Smart Clock. What do you reckon? Are you tempted by it? 80 quid does seem a little bit steep for something that does have quite basic functionality, and frankly there are much better smart displays out there which you can just stick in your bedroom if you want the full range of functionality. So definitely be great to hear your thoughts down below, and please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. Cheers!